Today I'm reviewing the Navigator Lite 15 litre from the brand Nomatic. This backpack is part of their Navigator range. If you head to the links in the description, it'll take you over to their website. The Lite here is supposed to be about 20% lighter, but before we get into the nitty gritty, let's run through a few details. The materials are essentially what's going to make or break a bag and how long lasting it is. This backpack is made up of water resistant and durable 400D nylon by 330 poly material. So the backpack is a 15 litre, but it can be expanded up to 21 litres. It is accessed by the back here. Just pull down on the zipper right round. It's quite easy to do, and then it expands up and gives you extra room within the main compartment. Thing to note, it doesn't expand right round, so you are kind of left with this triangle shape, and I feel like this actually helps with the overall shape of the bag when it is standing up, because it kind of gives you that balance and that stability within the bag. The expansion is great for whenever you need it. Say you want to transform this bag into a wee getaway bag after work, you're heading off onto travels, then I would suggest maybe using some packing cubes and packing smart. You could definitely get a few days worth out of this. I know with the Patagonia, I think that was the 25 litre, and I actually am testing out another 20 litre backpack. Although this is 15, it does expand as mentioned, so you definitely can fit enough into it if you just pack smart. If that's what you want to use it for, then the option is there. And it would definitely fit nicely in the seat in front of you, expanded or not expanded. It's not overly big. The weight of this bag is 2.4 pounds, which is around 1 kg. That's what they say. Sometimes I just like to check. And I found this the other day and I thought, ooh, fun. So let me see. Definitely 1 kg, so they're not lying about that. It does only come in one color, which is this gray. I feel like it's very bland, although all my backpacks are literally black or gray. I don't know, I feel like, you know, a little bit of option would have been nice. I'm not sure, you know, some people don't want a darker bag, so maybe they prefer like lighter colors. So it would have been nice to have that option. This is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". I was going to show you it packed and unpacked, but it looks the exact same. So I will show you it expanded and then not expanded. Today when I'm filming this, it's not doing what it has been doing for the past month or so, is that there has been a dent in the exterior of the bag, which has kind of put me off the look of it. But it's not looking too shabby at the minute. This backpack is priced around $160. There is a sale on at the minute, depending on when you are watching this video, of course, so head over to the links that are in the description to check it out. And if you do happen to have a wee click on the links down below, I would be very grateful, and we'll be sending you out happy thoughts. It does offer us a commission that definitely goes back into this channel so that I can give you more honest, authentic reviews. So one thing to definitely note is for all you UK peeps and those in Europe, it's a different name. It's called Gomatic. They just have kind of like a different slight name, but they're still exactly the same type of product. So I will leave both links for Gomatic and Nomatic in the description, depending on where you are in the world. I'm quite fortunate enough that I've got Nomatic here with me. I have yet to test out Gomatic maybe in the future, but I'm near enough certain that they are legitimate, exactly the same. It's just the brand and that they have to change the name. I guess it's down to this whole whatever's happened. There's a word, trading. So over on Nomatic, I definitely think the same with Gomatic as well, is that there is the light version and just the, I guess, normal version of the 15 litre. And I kind of want to run through what is the difference between the two, so let's get into that. What they both have are the laptop compartments that fit up to 16-inch. They have the expansion, quick access pocket here. They also have tamper-proof zips, internal organizers, a luggage pass-through on the back of the bag. They also have water-resistant zippers. So that's what they both have. in common, and the difference is the pack has the RFID pocket, the reflective bar for visibility, removable accessory straps, and a hidden compartment. So there are quite a wee few things that this backpack doesn't have that the original, I guess, has, that you might want to check out as well. So you can go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll have the opportunity to actually review the pack and make a comparison between the two and see what I think is better. So now back to this bad boy. The dimensions are 19 by 12 by 5.5. So for the price, I would actually expect YKK zippers. These are zoom zippers, I believe, and they're absolutely grand. They actually work with the bike. So this backpack isn't waterproof, it is water resistant. All the zips are kind of tightened in together, so nothing's going to be seeping through these bad boys, but it is like this rugged style, so there isn't like a lot of flexibility that I've noticed in comparison to other bikes. It does hold its shape. Sometimes, as mentioned, you do have to like beat it out. When it's fully packed, it's grand, but as mentioned before, there was a dent and now there isn't, so it's just going to make a liar of me, but sometimes it does dent in and you have to punch it out. I do find when a bike holds its shape, it is great, like it's standing up like this, so then you don't have to worry about your valuables whenever the bike falls over or anything like that. It's just going to sit up nice like this, and everything inside is protected. There isn't really a lot of padding here, but it is that rugged style that you can actually just pad up your stuff inside if you are worried about that. With this rugged style as well, like it does really protect your valuables, because if you think about other bikes, whenever you put it down in the bottom, so this like drop at the bottom is quite hard here, so everything is kind of protected on the bottom, and it doesn't do that thing where bikes kind of like scrunch up whenever you put them down, which is quite great because then you know all your valuables are safe. So for handles, you've got one on the side, another one on the side, and one on the top. For a small bag, it seems like quite a lot of handles. Now this is definitely what puts me off the bike. The handles are absolutely fine, don't get me wrong. They perform well, they have enough space for your hand to fit through. There is no like give to it, you know, like other backpacks where if you pull there is a bit more material that comes out. This is just how it is. There is enough space and whatnot, but this is the one thing that definitely puts me off the bike, because it won't sound logical unless you've experienced it. So basically when I think about this seatbelt material here, it makes me think about a car, and then it makes me think about having motion sickness, because I am somebody that literally can't walk without feeling like I'm going to be sick, and that's constant. So when I look at this kind of material, it just makes me think of a car, and the smell, and makes me want to bug. So that just puts me off, and for any average normal person it wouldn't, but you know, there might be people out there that feel the same. So the back panel here, you've got this EVA foam. It's not as comfortable and squishy and soft as I would like, but it does kind of correct your posture whenever you do have it on. It's absolutely fine. The padding runs into the straps as well. This is, again, it's that rugged style, so to expect it to be all soft and squishy, I don't feel would go with the kind of look. But it is comfortable enough. I sometimes find whenever there's a gap here between where the padding ends on the strap and where the end of the strap is towards the bag here, rubbing begins and it's uncomfortable, especially if you don't have like a jacket or anything like that on. So that's just something to be aware of. So they do have this removable adjustable sternum strap here. It is made from that seatbelt material again. I guess they have a running theme here. It is clicked off. The click here does feel a bit cheap for the price. I feel like they could have done definitely better. This feels like something that might need replaced. I can't imagine you packing this bag very heavy to need a sternum strap, but it is there if you need to distribute the load of your bag, if you are expanding it out and using it as a getaway backpack as well, or carrying heavy stuff in there, then it's definitely there for its use. But I haven't had to use it. I have been using this backpack to commute in and out of town in the city for work purposes, so I haven't been like packing it really heavy, so I haven't had to use it, but it is there if you want it. Got these daisy chains here, so you can use those to attach anything externally. I can't imagine that you could attach much other than, I don't know, something small, maybe like your key or whatever. but because the holes are not actually that big, I think it's just made for adjusting this bad boy. So use it as you please. I haven't had to use it, but it's there again if you need it. I don't know if it's just with this bag that I'm only starting to notice this, the brands, oh my god, even the feel of it is making me sick. So I'm just going to pass through. That has holes that you can pull down to help adjust the straps a bit better. Everything is so smooth with this material, because it is that seatbelt material, so it is quite smooth in that. But it is, you can put your wee thumbs in there and pull, so I have to stop, sorry. So the first pocket on the backpack is this front top loading pocket. If you open it up, it is this moon shape style, and it has this kind of microfiber fleece material, so you can put like your phone or your sunglasses and stuff like that in there. The only thing I will say is that it's not really anti-theft or anything, that you could clip or put a padlock onto it. It's just exposed, but it does what it needs to do. I find it helpful to put like keys and sunglasses and stuff like that in there when I feel right to do so. Can you see the dent happening? Do you know what I mean? So the main compartment here, as you would have seen earlier, it has these kind of panels here. This actually reminds me of the like a laptop compartment on the front of a suitcase, like a carry-on suitcase. It actually works well. There isn't a lot of visibility within the bag. I guess these panels help kind of bring in that light for the backpack if you're looking for your things inside, but it's not overly visible. Like I would have preferred maybe like an luminous color on the inside or something to help with that, but that's neither here nor there. It works, it's grand. It's got actually a lot of depth, and in the inside, whenever you do expand it out, it has like this wet material within the inside, which kind of gives it that water resistant feel again. I don't know why they've done that, but it's not really that noticeable whenever you do expand it, especially when you have your things in there, but it's handy to know that it is that water resistant material. It's like that laminated material, and yeah, when it expands out, it is there, and then when it is closed up and not expanded, it is crumpled up. You do have two mesh pockets, stretch leaner like style, kind of closes in on the product or anything that you have in there. Any delicate things, then stops it from kind of falling out and all that jazz. For in there, you could probably fit like your laptop chargers, your iPods, any sort of chargers, USBs and things like that. The mesh material you can see, and then directly in front of the bag is a wee pocket here. It doesn't run too deep. I mean, it's not overly organized, which I absolutely love, because I find some bags can overwhelm a backpack with all, I mean, this backpack on the side, you wouldn't even notice it unless you were looking at it. Yeah, if I remember, it has two like little pen holders. I feel like that's pen holders, or it might just be the design of the bag. Anyways, you could probably fit a pen in there if you wanted to, but in comparison to like Nat bags, they just have a lot of organization, which is great. If you do prefer that, then you can go check out that video. It is a fabulous bag as well. So this back compartment here is your laptop compartment, surprisingly, because it is quite minimalist and clean, and just nothing fancy smancy about it. Like, it's just basically a space where you put your laptop. My 11-inch laptop fits fine in there. There is no compartments like differentiating, oh, this is your wee laptop compartment and this is your wee tablet compartment. No, it's just space. The zips run down to here on one side and then here on the other. So kind of like this half clam opening. I'm not really digging it. I don't really like this. I think for the price, it's kind of ridiculous. They could have done a lot more and been a bit more creative. But again, if you're not really that interested in the whole laptop compartment thing, then it probably wouldn't bother you. It does have a great deal of padding on the back, so your laptop is actually safe, and or whatever kind of belongings that you put in there. When the bag is fully packed, I would just be aware of, you know, sliding that in. It does go in fine, and I guess not having all those extra fancy pockets makes it easier to slide it and slide out going through securely. On the backpack here, I don't know if you can see, there is this hole. I guess you could run something through there. Haven't quite found out what it's for. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. It goes right through into this section I don't know. Maybe add a power bank. I don't know. I don't know what it's for, but it's there. There it is. Do you see it? You see it now? I wonder if you can see it. It's this dent that happens when you, I guess when you're playing about with the bag, when you're packing it, not packing it, whatever. Can't be arsed with that with. One thing that's quite funky about this backpack and is up for a debate on whether or not it is useful or goes or whatever, is this laptop compartment. You can have it out when you need it, like so, or you can store it away when you don't. Question is durability and how long this kind of material lasts. It seems quite strong. It's even got this extra elastic at the bottom. The elastic feels really strong as well. Again, it's there if you need it, and it's, you know, you can store it away when you don't. So it's given this tourist, tech, work, life, commute, city break backpack, which is well and good. I feel like it serves its purpose. It has its own wee niche. It works well for those who acquire this kind of taste. It is quite a look. I did think to myself, because my partner works down in London, and I thought, geez, that'd be a great bag for him. Work well on the tubes. It sits up well, although you might have to beat it a couple of times to fix the overall structure of it. But whenever I presented it to him, he wasn't too fussed either, and I can kind of see why. It is an acquired taste, and I guess it just depends on what you're looking for from a backpack. It definitely serves its purpose. I think it is a bit pricey, don't get me wrong, but it is comfortable enough. They could have done a bit more with the laptop compartment. The only thing that's putting me off, apart from like the style, it's grand. I just don't think it suits me and my own style. I don't even know what that is, but it's just not, it's not something I would pick up and go, you're a bit of me. It is going to be down to preference and what you prefer. They do have a full range. They do have other backpacks as well, and I have heard a lot of great things about Nomatic and their long-lasting backpacks, so it is worth going and checking out their products. The links will be in the description, and if you would prefer to read the written review, then the links again will be there. You can go and check that out, and until then I will see you in the next review.